Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Monisi, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this cranberry orange holiday star bread for my family's Christmas. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. I know it can be kind of crazy depending on how your family is. The holidays can get kind of crazy. So mine was fun. I will just take you along. I'm not going to do step by step of everything that I do. I'll leave the recipe to this down below if you're interested in making it. So for the dough, I have flour in here. I think it was 4 1/4 cup of flour. I did instant yeast, sugar, 5 eggs, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And the eggs were room temperature, and also 2 sticks of butter were at room temperature as well. And once I had the yeast, milk, flour, and sugar, and eggs and salt going, I just kept adding a tablespoon of the salt until, just each at a time. I cut them up until it was incorporated. And then I added a little more flour just because I thought it needed it, and mixed it until it looked okay. And then I covered it and put it in a warm place for about an hour and a half, I'd say, until it rose about twice the size. Oh, and don't forget the orange zest is in it as well. Is anyone else still recovering from the holidays? Because I am. Now it's time to make the cranberry jam. This was so good. 2.5 cups of cranberries, and then 1 cup of sugar, and the juice of 2 oranges. And so then you just keep mixing it until, I think I left it on medium high until it started popping. You can hear the cranberries pop. And the recipe didn't call for this, but I added some cinnamon, clove, and what else? Nutmeg. And it just tasted so much better with this. I recommend just adding a sprinkle of each. I think I added cinnamon the most because I just like the way cinnamon tastes most. So once the jam starts looking like this, you're going to put it in a food processor or a blender, and then you just let it blend until it looks like a jam, and then you wait for it to cool to use it. I cut 4 sheets of parchment paper and set them aside, and then I rolled out 4 sections of the dough, because you're going to want 4 layers of the dough. And there's Makaku and Andrew. And I just love how you can see the orange zest in the dough. It's so beautiful. And then this is kind of how you want each layer laid out. And then you're going to want the bottom layer, you lay it down, you spread the cranberry jam over it, and then you just keep layering it until I think there's 4 layers, and you'll have 3 layers of the jam. I did use a pizza cutter to make sure it was evenly round, not perfect. You'll want to make a little imprint with the bottom of a cup in the middle, and then you'll cut 16 equal parts around that little circle. Now you pick up 2 adjacent sections at a time and twist them outwards like I'm showing here, and then you pinch the edges, the bottom of it, and you form a little star point, each at a time until you're done. Now you can keep this in a warm place for about an hour. After the hour's up, you add some egg wash over the top of the bread, and then you keep it in the oven on, I think it was 350 degrees for 35 minutes. Would you look at that beauty? I love the way it looks. I was very surprised when it came out because I was not expecting it to look this good. Now, for the best part, you sprinkle some powdered sugar over this beauty, and it just makes it look so beautiful. Look at that snow coming down on it. Love it, love it. Now she's ready for my family to devour it on Christmas Day. This was Christmas morning before going to church. I was making breakfast for me and my husband, and I used the cranberry jam with our bagel and cream cheese, and it was so good. I loved it. I have a little bit in my freezer because we're actually going on vacation, a little mini vacation, so I'm gonna leave it in the freezer until we come back. But I am definitely making this recipe again. And there's orange juice for my husband and a piece of omelet. And then this was at the party. I cut a piece of the bread, and this is how I cut it. The middle part stayed for my mom. She warmed it up in the microwave the next morning for about 10 seconds and had it with coffee, and her words were, "I went to heaven and came back with the first bite." So I think she liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Let me know if you try this recipe out, and let me know how your Christmas was. I hope to see you in the next video. And if you've made it this far, thank you for being here.